If you feel like you are someone who is stuck in a scarcity or a lack mindset and you want to shift out, this video is going to help you so much, because what we focus on grows. So what we continue to put our energy and attention to every single day is going to naturally create more of that and help us to see more of that around us. So if you're seeing the lack and you're staying in this mindset of there's not enough, it's not going to work out for me, it's not possible. If you're looking at a bank account or different things in your life that do not measure up the way you want them to, that keeps you stuck. So this video is going to share 3 things to help you break out of that place, and fast. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Kara Michelle and I'm here to help you live your truth. And this is going to change everything for you, okay? Because mindset, energy, frequency, vibration, all these things matter. What you continue to do each day is either hindering you or helping you. So what we want to do is obviously get into the mindset and the energy of something that's going to support you and uplift you and help you to attract more good things and more abundance of all kinds, okay? So these 3 things help me a lot in my own life from time to time, and I know they'll help you too. So creating abundance mindset is a daily practice. So this is where you start to see abundance all around you. And what I love to do for this is connecting with nature, because when you take a walk outside, you don't have to go far before you see an abundance, right? And yet we are not programmed to focus on this, because majority of human beings are programmed to focus on what isn't there, and we go, oh, but like there isn't this, and there's a lack of that, and there's not enough of this, right? We're focusing on this scarcity thing. But what things are there an abundance of? There's an abundance of fresh air to breathe. Like, we don't have to worry about that ever, at least not right now, and hopefully not ever, because there's an abundance of it. It is naturally here for us. There is an abundance of animals and creatures on this planet. You walk outside, you hear the birds, you see a deer or like a fox or something. I don't know where you live, but you see something cool, or just like dogs or cats, right? Or rabbits, I don't know. You see that there's an abundance of these things. There's an abundance of blades of grass. There's an abundance of trees. There's an abundance of leaves on each tree. You could not ever count all of the pieces of grass in a small area, and yet look at how much there is that covers the world, right? There's an abundance of so many things that are naturally here for us, but if your mindset is focused on the scarcity, you're not going to notice the abundance. And I love something that Louise Hay teaches, and I have this audio from her, one of her trainings, and it's so powerful, is like imagining that you are standing at the ocean, right? Which is an abundant place. There's an abundance of water. There's an abundance of life in there. There's an abundance of power and force and energy. There's more than we could ever understand. And imagine that you're standing. There's also an abundance of grains of sand, right? Side note. But imagine that you're standing there and you have this cup to fill up, okay? And like you are asking for support, you are asking for abundance, you're ready to call it in and you're ready to receive it. How big do you imagine that your cup would be? And this was from a training that she did live one time. And so someone answered like, oh, like I just see this small cup of like, here's how much I can take. Like, I don't want to take too much from the ocean, and that would be greedy or that would be bad. So like, I'll just take a little bit. But it's like, no, like if you took cups and cups and cups from the ocean, there's still so much more there. There's still an overflow and abundance for everyone else. So you can take. So her example, which is really funny, is like, imagine that you've got like literally got a pipeline connecting you to the ocean of like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm here for the abundance, and you know that you taking this abundance and like being open to receive it isn't actually taking away from anyone else, because 2 feet away from you, there could be someone else who's filling up from abundance too in their life, right? And there could be someone else further down that line. There is enough for everyone on the planet. There's enough to go around. there's enough to go around. There is just a mindset of scarcity and a mindset of not enough that keeps us focused on that and in comparison and competition mode versus like abundance, loving acceptance, and openness. Okay, so that's a really powerful visualization you can do each day or anytime you're feeling stuck in a scarcity mindset. But also, just in general, notice the abundance. Notice the things that you do have enough of. You know what? You might not feel like you have enough money in your bank account right now, but how many, like, you probably have an abundance of clothes. You have an abundance of security and warmth with blankets and with heating or air conditioning if that's where you are, right? Like, you have an abundance of resources and tools around you. And I will never forget this moment in my life where I was at a grocery store trying to pay for groceries, and my card got declined because I had no money. And like, it was this really difficult place to be in. And then I remember being there like a while later, and I was so excited because I had $40 and I could afford to buy food. And I was still buying like the cheapest stuff and canned goods and rice and like canned vegetables and everything. But there was this huge abundance mindset where I was like, oh my God, I can buy this. I have enough. I am abundant. I can swipe my card somewhere and actually receive food in exchange. That's pretty abundant. And we take these things for granted. So there is abundance there for you. I also remember that day I decided to buy nail polish because I couldn't afford to go get my nails done. And but it made me feel abundant, and I had this mentality of like, you know what, if I could just paint my nails and like have a little spa day by myself and feel like I have enough and create this abundance and this mentality of being supported and kind of pampering myself that way, it would change everything. And I started crying after I left the store because I just thought, oh my gosh, as a kid, how many times did I go to like Walmart or something and buy nail polish, and how many bottles of nail polish did I have over the years that I actually used once and then like never used again because I wanted something newer or better or a different color. And I never appreciated the abundance that I had all the time, because we don't tend to focus on that. So I started crying, and I had so much gratitude around the fact that I could afford to pay like $5 to also get some nail polish while I got my groceries, you know? And it was a very humbling moment, and really changed a lot of things for me and helped me to see how much abundance I had and how much support I had, even though it wasn't always what I wanted or what I thought I needed, right? Second thing, so like practicing this every day. Awareness is key. Working on shifting your mindset out of a place of lack and not having enough to focusing on the things you do have enough of, right? Second thing is finding gratitude. Like, I was so grateful for that nail polish that day. Like, it's like the stupidest. I felt like I flashed back to like being 12 and like, I've got my nail polish, like, I'm gonna go paint my nails. But I was so grateful because I was like, wow, I feel blessed. And I appreciated the contrast and the struggle because it really helped me to see how lucky I am and to not take things for granted. So when you practice gratitude each day, it elevates your vibration. It brings you into a higher place, a happier place, a more loving place, and you start to notice all the things you do have and you feel good about it. So this changes everything, and it's so, so powerful. Maybe start a gratitude journal. Maybe just say that every morning when you're having your tea or coffee, you're going to think of a few things that make you grateful, or that you're grateful for, a few things you appreciate. You can say those same 3 things every single day. If you do not feel like there's more things for you to come up with, and you can only think of 3 things you're grateful for, say those same freaking things every single day. Eventually you will start to see more, and you'll start to feel better from focusing on these things, and you're going to be grateful for more things in your life. The more you train your brain to find the positives, the more it starts to be open to seeing the positives, because your reticular activating system literally focuses on what is easiest for it and what is most programmed. So if you're most programmed to just think of the negative and all the things you don't have, it's really easy for it to continue to do that. And that's all it's scanning the room for. It's scanning your day for, all the things that you didn't have enough of. So when you continuously reprogram it and create these new thought patterns that are positive and reinforcing in a good way, then it starts to shift and it'll start to pick up and scan the room for the abundance. And it'll scan the room for like, man, so grateful I have these things. I'm so grateful I have all these books that I can read so I can learn and better myself. I'm so grateful that I have family who loves me. I'm so grateful that I have food in the fridge. I'm so grateful that I can drink clean water. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful I got on a holiday last year. I'm grateful. Right, there are a million things. If you start to look for it, you will find them. And the third one is raising your vibration and your energy, because when you're in a mindset and a place of scarcity or lack, it's super low vibe. And this is very dense and heavy energy, and it's low on the vibrational scale. But because it's so dense, it's really easy to stay there. And you continue to like ruminate over more negative, dense, heavy emotions. And this is why with like fear, with trauma, with pain, negativity, all these things, they kind of compound, right? And they usually create more of the same. When you're focusing on something bad, you start to focus on like another bad thing, and like this also went wrong, and like this is a struggle, and you're just like weighing yourself down even more. Okay, so if you work on doing the opposite, and you can do things that will shift you into a higher vibration and make you feel good, even if it's just for a minute. Even if just for a minute in the morning, you put on a song that you love, you dance, you force yourself to smile, maybe you laugh because you're like, I feel like an idiot. That's how I always felt when I first started doing that in my life. But then it started to actually work, and I started to go, you know what, this is kind of fun. And then you get throughout the day, you feel your energy slipping, you're negative, you're weighed down, you're miserable or complaining or unhappy, whatever it is. Shift that energy, raise your vibration, splash your face with cold water because that helps to disrupt thought patterns. Go for a walk, breathe in some fresh air, focus on the abundance around you, think a happy thought, send someone you love a text message, check in, right? Do something that makes your heart feel good, and that's going to help you stay elevated and come back into a place of love. So it's an energy game, it's a mindset game. It is all about reprogramming the mind and creating these new habits for yourself. So if you want to learn more, I have a 3-step system. This is what I do. This is what I did in my own life to change everything for myself and go from extremely negative, anxious, insecure, and like pain-stricken, basically focused on the bad all the time, to being positive, being able to create the life of my dreams, travel the world, start my own businesses, empower other people, have these social media channels, really spread knowledge and truth and positivity. That was all because of this 3-step process I created that I now teach to my clients, and I teach it on my free mindset training. I break it down for you and share it with you so that you can reprogram your mind for success too, whatever that looks like to you. So if you are stuck in scarcity, you have the power, you have the control to shift out of it. And everything is energy. Everything starts first with energy. So yes, you might still be going like, well, yeah, sure, I could, like, so how's dancing gonna help me attract more money or attract better things into my life? Well, like, everything is energy first before it comes into the physical reality. So if you are aligning your energy first, that's what brings it into you. That's what creates the attraction. If you are keeping your energy low vibe and miserable and you hate everything, you're not going to attract anything good. Why would anything good want to come to that energy? It doesn't. They don't match. Right? It's like this, they don't match up. So you want to get your energy into an abundant place. What would life look like if you were abundant? How would you feel? How would you think? How would you act? How would you talk? What would you be doing? What would your energy be like every single day? Get into that place, and the energy is not like, it has to match. So then this is when things start to come into your physical experience. But it doesn't happen the other way around. It's always energy first. because that's the way of the world. So check out my free training. I also have a 5-day Release to Thrive challenge that has meditations and journal prompts and can really help support you if you need some extra energetic shifts on this. That is linked down below too. Let me know in the comments if you found this helpful. Please hit the thumbs up, the subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.